Hey man,
How's it going?
not too bad. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Feeling mostly normal.
I can only assume this is maybe the strangest album release you've had.
Without a doubt. I feel like a lot of a lot of great records have been coming out in the last couple weeks and are coming out in a couple weeks, so a lot of bands are feeling that same way. But it's honestly like looking at how it's gone so far for us, it's been one of our best ones ever. And that's a weird silver lining in a tough world today. So we're thankful for that. Today for example, posted a just like this graphic that we had made for us about our where we're charting on Billboard, and it was the
Yeah.
highest we've ever done before, and that was kind of like a big surprise because uh, you don't know what to expect on a regular release, on a regular album release, and one like this, you really don't know what to expect. So yeah, we were pretty excited and grateful for that. And other than that, it's just been going really well. So
Well, speaking of, I do have it right here.
nice, there you go.
It's great, man. I've listened to it 4 or 5 times now. Generally, when bands put out a new album, they hope to hit the road.
Hmm.
You will not be doing that.
No, we will not.
You had plans to. You had big plans to hit the road.
Yeah, yeah, that's a tough one. Like it's, I think you always had. Oh boy, I'm still like clearly struggling with it, but it's this kind of thing where with this going on, there was always like this weird little sliver of hope that maybe something by the fall or something like maybe something by the fall would be possible. And I think the more this goes on, the less likely it becomes. I don't know for sure. No one knows anything for sure, but with like booking a tour and booking shows, you got to look so far ahead for how competitive it is without a pandemic, and now it's kind of like everybody's scrambling to figure out when to book shows. So I think just in the last couple of days realizing like this could be a longer while than we expected has made me go like, oh boy, like just for like a totally like selfish personal, like I miss playing shows, like I miss going and uh being able to not just go on tour but just play a show, and it feels like it's going to be a little bit before that. So it's for now, it's the virtual shows, it's the live streams that we're gonna have to cling to.
I've watched a few minutes of your Animal Crossing streams. They're quite entertaining. How are the home renos going?
Good. It's that's mostly where I'm at right now is finding just the right stuff to make my place look special. I think the funniest thing about this game is like I started it weirdly really excited for it, and then slowly just kind of like discovering that it's especially for a game to like live stream and play for a small crowd of people. There's you're simultaneously there's like a lot to do and nothing to do at the same time because it is just like doing busy work around your island, just picking up sticks and planting flowers. And you're like, is this fun for anyone? But I've mostly just used it as like an outlet to talk to fans. That is, it's like I don't do the live stream as a performance part of it because like Luke is our singer and he plays guitar, he writes the lyrics and the melodies. Like it, that's something I'm not just gonna pick up my bass and stand here and be like, "You guys like this?" Because I just it's not the same. I feel like, but being able to talk to fans is something I missed from tour. So I was like, I got to do something, and I'm like, well, if I'm playing this game, why not give that a shot?
Obviously, it's a super shitty time for you guys to be locked down. It's like maybe the worst possible time. So
Right.
I'm very glad to hear that the success of the album so far, just uh, a week and a half after release, is good. That's a nice silver lining.
Yeah, for sure. It's been super promising. I think with any release, that's what's kind of tough. It's like with any record you put out, right after it comes out, if you're not touring, then it's kind of like how are we supporting it after that? You're kind of like that's what the tour is for, is to get out there and be able to, play shows and bring your record along and keep people excited for it. So without that, you're kind of looking at it and going like, oh, okay, what do we do now? It's kind of wondering, but we do have there's I mean I don't want to give too much away, but we do have more stuff kind of coming that we're working on and that will hopefully not take the place of a tour or anything, but be something else that we can get out there and um, keep our our record label, which we just started going.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that aspect too. This is your first release on your own label, right?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Do you see that report the other day about the that bioethicist saying concerts are pretty low on the priority list of things to reopen? Don't expect anything till fall 2021?
I did. I did see that, and that felt like I was hit with a sack of bricks of that made me sad. Yeah, it was. I don't know. When I read it, it was like obviously staggering, but I know kind of where that's coming from. Like we concerts were kind of grouped in with largest gatherings possible, like the biggest concerts, sporting events, things that are going to fill arenas and encourage tens of thousands of people to get together. Which I totally understand why that would be like last on the list of things to resume. So not yet are we drawing that many people. So I'm wondering if bands of that are kind of more our level or independent bands that are can play smaller clubs or smaller bars. You just wonder when if that would be more likely to return before the biggest concerts. I assume that doesn't mean it's like, oh, tomorrow we're going to hit the road or something, but I feel like there's maybe more of a chance that bands of our size would be more likely to start playing again before arena filling megastars. So that said, it still doesn't mean it's going to happen soon. So it's all a bit. I try not to let it get to me too much. I try to like stay positive about it, but it can be tough.
I think most Canadians are in a similar situation of only going to get groceries maybe once a week or so.
Mhm.
Is there anything you didn't get during your last stock up? Something you forgot?
Yes, I didn't get cereal. That
Oh
was
God.
a real mix-up. I thought I had some and I didn't. And to go with that, I didn't get milk. I've been drinking cashew milk lately, which I didn't think would be a thing I would do, but I do that now. And also, so I don't have that. What else am I think mostly pretty good though. Been pretty diligent and smart with our grocery pickups.
That's a big one though. Cereal and milk. That seems like a bit of a miss.
It was.
I think that's important. We'll put that on the list of things to make sure our listeners don't forget.
Yeah. I got to update my own list too.
Anything you've been watching or binging on, catching up on?
I finished Ozark, but like I'm sure a lot of people did. In the middle of Tiger King because I feel like I've heard enough about it that it's time to actually watch it.
Are you
Uh,
liking it?
oh yeah, it's of course
Yeah.
it's chaos. One other one I wanted to mention though, I don't know if you're a fan of wrestling at all or not, but you don't even have to be for this show. Dark Side of the Ring. It's
Yeah,
about
that new HBO doc.
yeah, or it's I think it's Vice that produces it, but it's
Oh,
on.
okay.
Uh, it is so well done and just so they do such a great job. I love that show. I've loved wrestling since I was a kid, and in so many different ways, and how it's in the news a lot right now for
Yeah,
not great reasons. And
devious reasons.
hoo boy, it's pretty messed up in my opinion. But taking all that aside and pretending that that's not happening, yeah, going to a live wrestling show, one of my favorite things to do.
Actually,
And, uh,
I forgot that I had this here, but this was given to me by a friend in Calgary. I don't know how well it's going to look.
oh, hold on. Oh,
No
wow.
way,
Look at that.
dude.
Couple of cool guys right here.
Yeah, no shit, eh? All right, Mitch. Well, is there anything you want to say to your fans or listeners about this mess?
Uh, just that. I am very excited for whenever it is that we're able to come back and go on tour. I miss it so much. It's only been a month, but because we had these plans and this record and the tour, like, I mean, in a weird way, thank goodness we've had all this because it's definitely kept us focused and excited for something. So whenever it is that we're able to come back, I can't wait to do it. And whenever it is, it'll hopefully be the safe and the right decision, and we'll make sure our shows are obviously put on in the right time and the right way. But I can't wait. I can't wait. So until then, we'll be live streaming, whether it's Animal Crossing or Luke actually playing songs, and not just me speaking gibberish over my character picking up sticks and hitting rocks with an axe.